Hey guys, this is Zero back with another real-time gaming video. We're back into Astro Empires. It has been a couple of days since I logged into this one. I made a video about O-Game the other night, but I have neglected this game a little bit. Um, as you can see, I am not making anything right here. No queues. I'm also not occupied. It's kind of nice. No big deal really. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in and fix some of that. I was looking at the next combat ship I wanted to look at get to in the tables. I went to units. As you can see here, I have the frigate. It's one of the best low tier ships. It does need shipyard level 8, missile 6, stellar drive 4, and armor 8. I'm not close to any of those. But I wasn't sure what I needed for missiles, so I went technology, missiles, and computer level 4. So I didn't really care about the rest, because as long as I start that, which is the next research, I'll be able to, at least start researching the things that I need for that. As you can see, I upgraded before, or since my last video, I've upgraded armor, laser, and stellar drive. And that was because I wanted to make my Corvettes a little bit beefier. The reason I wanted to do that, see I have 26 available right now, is because if we look on the space screen, go to the region, this is me right here. In this place here we have Spiffin Cats. What he's done is he's built 5 missile turrets. He also has 31 fighters. So a Corvette is actually exactly double the stats of a fighter. So if he has 31 fighters, I'm going to need 16 Corvettes to kill that. So that's more than half of what I have right now. Plus the missile turret is, I believe, 1616. Up in defenses real quick. Missile turret, yep, 1616 here. So what that means is my Corvettes are 4.4 and 5.2. So I'm definitely going to need 4 or 5. We'll go with 5 per. So I need 25 Corvettes just to kill the missile turrets. And I need 16 to do the fighters. And I want to have a little extra, because it'd be silly not to, because I want to lose everything. Yeah, so my computer bugged out there for a second. I just had to restart the browser. Sorry. I believe here I was. We were talking about producing Corvettes. So I figured I need 16 to kill the fighters, and I need 25 to kill the missile turrets. So I've got 25, I've got 26. So if I build 20 more, I should be alright. As you can see, I haven't logged in a few days, so my income has added up. I have 935 credits, which is quite a bit at this point. Mind you, if I'd been playing actively, I wouldn't have nearly that much. I'd be broke, but I would probably have another planet by this point. But I haven't been, because I'm lame. Okay, so I'm just gonna start those in production. That'll give me 46. That should be more than enough. So that's gonna be 8 hours. So tomorrow I should be able to take care of business. I also am going to want to be able to recycle the debris. I'm just going to make 5 of those. I don't really need more than that. Actually, I'm just going to make 2. Just because I'll be able to send those to where the fleet is as well. And because when these Corvettes die, they're actually going to create debris in space. And I want to be able to pick that up. I'll show you, I'll do that in a video as well. Just so you can see what's going on. Because what's going to happen is his fighters and my Corvettes are going to fight. They're all going to die. Some of my Corvettes will live, and they'll become debris. And that's important because that's money that I can put into my credits here. As you can see, it says I've spent 460 on production, 7 on credits. And my Empire income is 600. So you can see where I've done research here. This goes back 24 hours. So I guess I did log in yesterday, I forgot. But yeah, here you'll also see a debris collected and also resources pillaged. And that's going to be something I'm going to hopefully be doing tomorrow, because that would be sweet. I would like to have some extra money. So we've covered research, and what I'm going to do is I'm not going to research anything until this is done, because then I can set it directly to the next step, which is going to be missiles. So I want to rush that as fast as I can. I mean, within reason. Obviously, I'm a little bit behind at this point. So I actually unlocked robotics factories. I did the research for that. That's partially why I increased some of my research levels. Which at this point, it's the most cost-efficient way to increase my production, because it's 2 points versus the 3 for the metal labs, or the metal refineries, not research labs. Sorry. So that's 130 credits. This is 112. That's about 10% for 2/3 their production. So I'm just going to spam some of those. Oh, except, awkward, the next thing I need is an urban structure. Then I'm going to spam some more of those. Oh dear. I'm not well prepared for this at all. Okay, so throw some more of those in the queue. So tonight those will finish up and that'll increase my production quite a bit. My production is actually doing quite nice. If we go to production, does it show me on the screen? No. Okay. If we go to overview, if we go to Empire, I know it shows me here. Okay, so it says I have 52 production. That means I can make 10 fighters an hour or 5 Corvettes. That's really good. Not really, but yeah, as I increase my robotics factory, that will increase, which will be fantastic. Another thing I wanted to show you is I did some scouting. One of my guildmates, whoa, I did not know you could do that. You can zoom in, sweet, with a scroll. One of my guildmates sent me some coordinates. It was actually up here. I'm down here, as you can see by the square, that's my base. He sent me coordinates up here. Oh gosh, I did it again. Oh dear, I'm not used to this. Oh wow. They've really improved for this map setup. It used to really suck. But if I go into this system here, I don't know, I just want to go in it. Okay, there we go. We have Glory Charlemagne, who is level 8.91. I can't actually attack him because his level is too low. However, I probably will attack him sometime in the near future, as soon as he hits level 10. Actually, as you can see, I'm under level 10 as well. I'm 7.62, but I can attack. It's not a big deal. But as you can see, here's the coordinates he sent me. At the time he sent me the coordinates, there was no defense and there was no fleet. Pardon me. But as you can see now, he has 80 fighters, which is 40 Corvettes. That's going to be 800 credits. That's just not worth it for me to build. Plus, I'm going to have to kill 10 missile turrets, which is double. His economy is 58, which is a little bit better. He does have some trade routes up here, which you can pillage and take the money from those. But at this point, it wouldn't really be worth it for me to do. So I went up here, and I call it scouting. Now what this ship allows me to do is see this planet here. It also allows me to go into this one here. Anything in this region. So I can look here. There's nothing here. There's a little yellow dot. So this guy has a scout ship. And he sent it here, so that means he can also see this region. He can see my Corvette. Now, notice this little yellow dot. That means there's fleet there. A small one means it's under 100, I think, something like that. And there's more and more dots for the amount of fleet there is. So if there's only one, you never really need to worry. Just check it, see if it's a scout you don't want to be there. It says it's neutral, because your guild can actually be at war, that kind of thing. Or it'll be green, because it's your guildmates, which is important to note. So let's go to this one here. Let's see what there is to see. Okay, so I'm actually in SNG right now. They're helping me out a little bit with this tutorial, but I did promise them that I wouldn't post any of their internals in the videos, which is, standard. I'm not overly surprised by that. You can see this guy actually occupied this base. He pillaged it 4 hours ago. Every 24 hours you can pillage and take part of the income that player has. Oh, sorry, I'm so tired. But see how the economy's knocked down by 11 points? That means Kravitz Sumos, or whatever his name is getting 11 economy. Now where this plays in is if you go to Empire, Economy, you'll see here I can have trade routes and I have occupied bases. So if I had that occupied base, it would have plus 11 income, which would be half my income again. As you can see, it's kind of considerable. It's a big deal to occupy bases because you also get to pillage, which is probably the same amount, if not more, than what you would get in your income from occupying their base over a 24-hour period. So you really want to do that. I really wanted to make this tutorial a little bit more aimed at the aggressive playstyle. As you can see, I'm producing. Nobody else would ever produce this many Corvettes at one time. At the beginning, especially, they would never be making almost 50 Corvettes because people consider that infeasible. That what you want to do is get your economy up and rolling. But it's kind of the same thing as I talked about in my OGame tutorial. If you know how to do, if you know how to use an amortization calculator, it can tell you where your account's going to be in 5 years. There's no point to that. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to build offensive ships. Like at this low level, once people hit level 10 to like level 20, they don't know what they're doing. They're building terrible defenses, and so you're going to want to kill them. You're going to want to hit them, because as you can see, this player here, it's only going to take me a day to be able to capture his base, and I promise you, once I take it, that's going to be pretty much it. He's not going to fight back anymore. Now, you would say that's bashing, you know, whatever. But I mean, I've been watching him for a couple of days. He hasn't really done a whole lot. I mean, look at his buildings. You can see here, I mean, I have more buildings than this, and I've barely been playing. Defenses as well, you know, he did a little bit of research, but he's not really actively playing. I mean, he wouldn't have done this much research at the research level 4. He was honestly trying to figure out what's going on. I mean, you can see he's played for 11 days, and he's gotten almost nowhere. So, I mean, it's not that good. However, he does have 260 economy, which means it's not his only planet. Which is good, because that means if I attack it, you know, I'll probably be able to hold it for a few days before he breaks occupation. I'll make money on it. And, you know, it won't be the end of his game, because nobody wants to bash. But at the same time, if you watch players and they're not doing anything, it's not really considered bashing. Because, as everyone knows, you never want to discourage somebody from playing a game. Okay, so here, I have missiles unlocked. It costs 8 credits. So I need missiles level 4, I believe. So I'm going to queue those up right now. This is really exciting, isn't it? Edge of your seat. I queued 5. Oh, that's actually 6 altogether. I'm such a noob. Okay, so we're going to go to units. We're going to go to frigate. Oh yeah, I need missiles level 6. Okay, well, that's kind of convenient that I'm a noob then. And I'm going to need armor 8 and stellar drive 4. How far from that am I? Oh, 2 and 1. So that's not bad. So that means I'm actually going to go back to this because I need level 8 shipyards. And I'm at level 6. So I'm going to remove this. I'm going to remove this. I'm going to remove this. What I'm going to do, I'm going to build shipyards instead. Because they also contribute 2 to my production, which is the same as robotics factory. However, I miss out on the ability to add that 2 points also to my construction, as you see here. Same as a metal factory. Metal refinery. Gosh, I'm so bad at this game. So I'm going to add 2 shipyards. What that's going to do, instead of adding the 4 construction to my base, making me build buildings faster, what I'm going to be doing is unlocking the frigate, which is much more powerful, in my opinion, than those 4 construction, especially since I'm just going to get them right directly afterwards anyway. Because at this point, once I hit level 8 shipyards, I have no earthly reason at this point to go any higher. It's just not efficient to build production without construction at this point. I'm going to want to do robotics factory. And then metal refineries, and at some point in the near future, if I go to tables again, I know I use this a lot, but it's kind of a good way for me to show you where to find information, as well as for me to have the information I needed. As you can see, robotics factory is computer 2. So when I saw that, I had computer 1, and right away I went and got computer 2, because it's so much more efficient than building metal refineries at 130 credit cost. The next major construction production building is going to be the nanite factories. So what that requires is computer 10 and laser 8. So after I get the frigates, probably my next goal is going to be to get that. Actually, that's not true. My next immediate goal after I get frigates is, of course, to build lots of frigates, but then to build an outpost ship, for which I need warp drive 1 and shipyards level 8. So I need shipyards level 8 for frigate anyway. If I go to technologies, I see that warp drive requires 8 energy and 4 stellar drive. So I need to get 4 stellar drive for the frigates anyway. Again, not a big deal. It requires research labs level 8, which I already have. So I'm just going to rush my energy. That's going to help me. What an outpost ship is going to do, it's going to allow me to build other bases. You might say. Yeah, well, not you might say, you would say. Because if I go to this, I could theoretically, I could go right here, I could send my outpost ship here, and I could found a colony. As you can see, fertility is 5, metal is 3, so this would be almost ideal, except for the solar energy, because that means this planet is actually better. This rocky here, owned by C-Beams, is better, because as you can see, it has fertility 6, solar energy 4, and 3 metal. Now that's important because the systems are laid out in that way. And we'll talk about that a little bit more next time, as I get closer to actually building an outpost ship. So I'm sorry for not making a video last night. I hope you guys enjoyed this. So remember, questions, comments, rude remarks are always welcome in the comments. Thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever you'd like. And always look both ways before you cross the street. Play safe, and I'll see you later.